Oh,
The good thing about the military, there's plenty of ESTPs that are good at their job but don't give a fuck, and those will be your best friends.
yeah.
They get out of work and immediately hand you a beer underage. And
One of
I
the
like
one of the
beer.
guys I talked to today at the school told me, Kato, you were right. He told me I was going to be working Intel.
yeah, I told you, man. You go anything past an 80, they're like, you're too dumb to shoot a gun. Here's Intel, or here's linguist, or here is something not dumb. So
Yeah.
good job, man.
I don't even know what I'm going to do, though.
I'd like to tell you, but
Taiwanese prostitutes, probably. On your days off.
Taiwanese prostitutes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
What country has the best prostitutes?
Ooh, Brazil.
I bet it's Russia.
No, not Russia. Russia just has too many prostitutes.
Kato,
huh?
which country is rumored to have the best prostitutes? Like you're getting deployed to Pussy Island. Like, where's the Pussy Island deployment?
Oh fuck, dude. Jesus. Philippines is up there. Fuck. Philippines is definitely up there.
They have weird shit, right?
Oh yeah, but if you're a deviant, and I'm a deviant, that's the place to go. So is Thailand. And then I'd say
They have weird shit there. Yes.
Yeah.
You say that like you don't like weird shit.
No, just it's interesting, like with the lady boys and all that stuff.
Too weird for me. But I wouldn't judge someone who was weirder than me.
Yeah, man, I don't know, man. My friends say Colombia is pretty good, but I don't know if that's better than Brazil or I don't know. All I have experiences with pretty much Asia. So if you're gonna go Asia, definitely Thailand or Philippines. There's no better than those two.
But the Colombians probably have better cocaine.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh fuck yeah. That's where all the special forces dudes go. They fucking. Whew.
Let's go conquer some shit.
Cocaine and steroids, man. That is Special Forces motto.
That's how they should recruit.
Yeah, they should, man. I'd love to do that shit, but no one's ever honest with me. They're like, oh, yeah, blah, 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 learned it, shut the fuck up, man. Can I get a free pass on drugs finally? Oh, no, that's not what it's about. Shut the fuck up, man. I know you guys do drugs. And then my friends tell me, and they're like, yeah, man, all we do is do drugs, man. It's like, yeah, fuck yeah.
I almost got popped today.
like niggas popping some shots off, or like pop goes the weasel, or like
I almost got caught with possession, even though it wasn't even me.
Really?
Yeah, I almost got suspended, but it was dropped because I passed all the tests and they had nothing on me. My friend brought some laughing gas weed shit to school, and then I had it in the car. And when I opened the door, this is walking in. I felt it right when I opened the door. I opened it. I was like,
it leaked.
"Huh?
Did it leak in the car?"
No. It was it did not leak.
I remember doing drugs at high school. It was fun.
4 or 5 of my friends got popped on 420, and one of them he's a senior. One of them just lost his full ride to college and is getting a few years in prison. But he had a lot, yeah.
That's faggots, man. What the fuck, man?
How the fuck did that happen?
Well, he had acid on him a lot.
He's going to prison, or he's getting charged with a crime that could.
No, he's going to he's in prison already. This happened a while ago. He had 3 weeks left before he graduated. 3 fucking weeks.
That fucking sucks. Dude.
Yeah, it does. He's a black gay kid. It makes it even worse.
Might make it better.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What?
What the fuck is she talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not gonna talk to she said.
Timon and Pumbaa. All right, she's getting somewhere.
What she say to you?
Huh? I mean, it's in the chat.
Well, do you think you need to spell it right first? Isn't it Hakuna Matata? Get
Right.
learning.
Falcon, you can't shame people for not knowing how to spell made-up words.
All words are made up, though.
You're a faggot.
I want to go on a Viking conquering voyage.
Dude, me too.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, man. Everybody's
I
pussy
want to be a
nowadays.
Viking forever, and now I meet these Viking descendants, and they're saying, like, it's Muslim there.
I'll fucking go on a boat, man. Be manly as shit, salty as shit. Get some gangrene and motherfucking gingivitis in that bitch, and then take some shrooms and go fucking kill a lot of people and take people's women. And do
I would not. I think that you chose, like, the worst drug to be a Viking on. I think that of every drug I can think of, you may have chose the worst one to go Viking and pillaging on.
I thought that's what Vikings did, though. I thought
That's
they
what
took
they
it.
did.
They did do that?
Yeah. They were on shrooms when they
They were?
Yeah, they were on shrooms, man.
It's
That would
true.
be freaky as fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Were they really?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
If
I mean,
you-
what's the evidence for that?
Oh, that's awesome.
They made
It's a fact.
yeah, they
I
like
believe it.
Hmm.
I'm thrilled. I'm so happy about that, actually. I don't know why. I'm not on shrooms. I'm not a Viking, but I'm totally happy that those two intersect in history.
How sure are we that they did that, though?
Because
something like-
that
Stop
shroom
it.
grows here and people still take it.
No, you're connecting two things there. I mean, what's the evidence that they took it when they did the pillaging?
hold on, phone.
A scripture in your country.
Well, like, and then came the strong blonde people, and they were mashed out of their heads.
They were fucking crazy. Oh, and there's also like runes and shit here.
I'd get them drunk and then have them smoke them.
Sorry.
I'd get them drunk and then give them a hot rail of meth and turn them loose. That would be the best Viking, probably.
They did have alcohol.
I think PCP would be the best for Vikings. You only have to look at Techno Viking to come to that conclusion.
I mean, I'm assuming you want your Vikings to have some sort of.
Nice, Anthony. Nice, Anthony. Nice.
Who did that?
That was me. I did it by accident.
Anthony?
Do that again. I'll stomp the teeth out of your face.
Go ahead, Taylor. Stick your foot through the mic and the camera and stomp the shit out of my face.
Oh, I meant no. I'm coming to Chicago to do it, but I'm way too late.
You don't know where I live. You don't know if Chicago's where I live.
I'm really good at fighting people.
What's my last name? You're done.
I don't know, but there's a lot of raw footage where for me to look at little cues in the background. Find it.
No! Fuck!
It'd probably be easier for me to find the black gay kid who's in prison for getting caught before graduation with a bunch of drugs. Then from
The stress ball, no!
you pop it.
What?
No!
Made a mess.
You popped the bus ball?
He just shot a load in his pants.
Yeah, that's like you
Pop
bust
a stress ball and it stresses you out. Is it an irony ball?
Fuck, that's gonna be hard to clean. Damn it! I'll be back.
This ball did not reduce my stress. In fact, it has become a major
it's gonna be so hard to clean. Oh.
So what are we gonna pillage, Kato? Let's make this happen.
I don't know, man. Anywhere where the people are weaker than me.
Canada. Let's start at Canada, then as practice, and then we can take Mexico.
That's a good start, man. The women there already don't like their men.
In Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think that Australia would be a place where we'd find welcome women too. Apparently, we'd have hot accents there.
yeah, oh yeah, we can go to Australia any day, man. I like that place, man.
It's also small and an island. It might be,
Yeah, but their men are not weak though, because they are.
That's right.
Really
You know,
they're
at that.
really into coal mining and killing shit.
They're all the descendants of a prison.
Yeah, those guys are no joke. Like they were pretty broad. Just leave it at that.
So are Russian dudes.
Yeah, I we should stay with Canada. Canada is definitely yep.
Yeah, I agree.
Can chicks talk too much?
So this mushroom thing, Viking mushroom thing, it's not a fact though, is it? It's just a
No, it's not a
fact.
fact. Not a fact, but I'm gonna pretend it's a fact, okay? Can
Why
you let me
are you
live?
denying
Goddamn
it?
son.
It's also the name of our new band because that's a cool sounding name.
What, Vikings on the shrooms?
It's not a fact at all. There's
It's
no
a fact.
there's
It's written down both
you
in
keep
Norway
saying-
and in your country.
She's from the Viking countries, dude.
I even know the shroom. I've seen it. I haven't eaten it though. It grows
Wow.
everywhere.
Why wouldn't you eat the Viking shrimp? You've got
You
treasure growing around you, and you choose not to eat it. You're
Yeah.
jaded, ma'am. You are jaded.
You
and
did eat
spoiled.
it once.
Hmm?
You ate it once. You ate it once.
No.
She never ate it.
Why would you not eat the Viking shrimp?
It's
Well,
not psilocybin though.
It is.
When you take psilocybin mushrooms, trust me, the last thing on your mind is fucking ravaging.
Not
That
true,
was-
but
I don't give a fuck. That's
No,
the one
no.
we ate.
not when you're starving.
Well, it doesn't say it here, does it?
What do you
Hey,
mean?
Okay,
That's
I
a
think
stupid
that she holds
argument.
her argument holds way more water than it's saying that I didn't feel like pillaging when I was on shrooms, so therefore it's wrong. You also
No, but what I'm looking at here is that that's not the argument. I'm working with this thing here that, granted, somebody else posted this article. It does not say it here. This psilocybin link that was posted by Seuss
That
does
was
not
to
say it
show
either.
you what it was. What? I
But it
can't
doesn't,
see
because
you
I'm just
fucking-
asking for the evidence that happened. Don't be upset. I'm just asking for
You're
the
being
evidence.
unreasonable, and I can't send you Norwegian.
Well, you've not
stuff you can't
presented.
even read.
That's not unreasonable, though. It's reasonable. It's very reasonable. In fact, it's the essence of reasonable
Can
to
you
ask for
read
the evidence
Norwegian?
based on a claim.
God damn it, son. Shut the fuck up. No one cares.
no shit. It's reasonable for you not to believe it. It's not reasonable for you to call the whole thing bullshit until proven otherwise to you.
I've not seen any evidence for it.
I don't
Well,
have
then
to
don't
research
listen.
it. Research.
You don't have to believe it.
If you're so interested, go research it. It's not my job to prove anything.
Well, I thought you were proving it by posting this link and such.
That was me. I just randomly
That was to show
I
you
don't
what
care
it
that.
was. I give you the name of the shroom and what's in it.
Oh, she did.
But it's not your job. But thanks.
That's dumb.
Well, it doesn't matter. If you don't want to provide the evidence, that's fine.
Okay.
It's not your job. You don't think it's your job. That's fine. Either way, it doesn't matter.
I
just
think
don't that
Canada
it's true.
should. Yeah. Let's talk about Canada. Let's assume that's right.
Let's not conquer Ireland because they seem pissy. And I don't think they grow out of it with age, from my experience,
Mhm.
which is a YouTube video.
Well, I didn't start off being pissy. I think that Seuss got pissy first because
No, I'm pretty sure that you got
wanted the evidence.
Yeah, you did get a little butt hurt. A little butt hurt,
No,
dude.
I don't think so. We could rewind and have a look at the thing, find out exactly, but I don't think it was. I think it was just I was just asking repeatedly for the evidence, and Sue said pointed to this link, and I thought that's what she was referring to.
And then he got butt hurt, dude.
No.
Butt hurt, dude. You're butt hurt, dude. Dude.
Now you're butt hurt. If he wasn't butt hurt before, he's butt hurt now.
Butt hurt, dude.
All right, I figured out how to conquer Ireland.
All right. Give it to me.
Accuse him of butt hurt.
Yep. People really don't like that, man. If you just say butt hurt, dude, butt hurt.
Well, it's annoying as fuck.
You'll piss anyone off, man, if you just keep saying that. Butt hurt, dude.
Butt hurt.
Hurt. No
It's one of those things that you can't protest it, or you just prove the point more.
Yeah.
But if someone does it in person, you can kick them in the ass, and then they're the butt hurt one.
Yeah. That's true.
Hey, Eric.
Welcome to the Alternative Network.
I needed the alternative network.
Why was
Want to buy some stuff?
No, it was just I didn't want to talk about Spacey's grandmother anymore.
Is she hot?
I don't know. I don't have any objection to talking to Spacey's grandmother. It's failed to retain me.
Why didn't you ask the obvious question?
Is she hot?
Yeah, obviously.
Because I thought maybe there's something going on in the other room.
What's it like looking outside now?
This is the better room right now.
It's fine.
It's
You want to
fine.
make this video about purpose?
Hmm?
Okay.
Hi, Hotel here, talking with Faithful Hotel, Arch, Admin, Susie, Homeboy, Banana Pants, his name is Anthony. And we got Birdman from England. And we've got audio only, rocking the audio.
His name's Falcon. And he's
Wubba-lubba-dub-dub.
That's Kato. I want to talk about life's purpose, the big question. What is the meaning of life? Do people have a purpose, or what's your purpose, or whatever? We started making a video earlier. We had some technical difficulties. So let's take it from the top. My position is, it's not that Audra questioned whether it was a meaningful question to even ask or try to answer. My basic position is, it seems that everything else we encounter in life or deal with, we link back to intentionality, but there's no master intentionality that provides a framework for that. So it seems as though there's a void there, that failure to understand one's own self through the, I mean, maybe you can understand your own body through the causal explanation of, well, my parents made me when they had sex, but that doesn't really explain your ontology. Why am I me, and what is my purpose, and if I have any, or am I just sort of an emergent phenomena of a free will driven ecosystem?
I think sex is the word.
Well, the meaning of life doesn't necessarily entail your personal, endeavors, does it? The meaning of life is a broader context,
Right. But what I'm specifically arguing here is not why people exist, but in other words, how, given that I frame every event, every single thing I know, learn, do, see, whatever, through intentionality. In other words, either it's utility to my intentionality, or it's utility to other people's intentionality, or it's data revealing other people's intentionality or my own. That we don't process anything except through some sort of observer's interest metric. Okay, and my point would be, the one exception to that would be my own ontology, which seems to lack that external third party that would necessarily intend it to be, and therefore indicate it has some sort of purpose or destiny. Now, my position is that that thing, that necessary meta framework, or the answer to the question, how do I link to external intentionality as an existent thing rather than as a an agent taking action, then the answer to the question is going to be there's an implied void there. There's no answer to the question, and that's where the big question lies. That's what defines it for me. Now, if it doesn't define it for you, that's fine. But I think if you actually think about it a lot, you'll determine that ultimately all the big questions of life, like what's the meaning of life, big philosophy, religion questions, boil down to, am I purposed or not? And if so, how?
Well, again, it's the meaning of life. Life is a bigger than just the one individual. So I don't.
Okay, but I guess the meaning of life, as it is stated generally, refers to two possible things: the meaning of humans existing in general, or the meaning of my life. I am particularly talking in this video about the second of those two. Do you have any comments on that?
Yeah, well, they're just that you imbue it with whatever meaning that you give it, because you're the one that conceives. You're the only person. Well, you're the person answering the question. You're the one that conceives of the meaning within your life.
Okay, but what you're basically saying is there's no way to objectively determine any answer to the question because it's specific to you. But
It's relative.
You're wrong about that. But you're wrong about that, because what I'm trying to argue here is that there's an implied void there. I'm not saying we can deduce anything about how to fill it in terms of what the answer is. I'm talking about defining what the question is and where and why the question, understanding the question, is prerequisite to even talking about it.
I think you guys are saying the same. He's just being very careful to say it in a way that does not agree with you.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what you mean by void, really.
Well, I've explained. I can't think of an example of anything other than my own being that I don't, or the being of another, that I don't think as its existence as being fundamentally either purposed or purposeful through intentionality, except my own being that links to no external intentionality from a causal perspective. So, it's
Well, that's the one they're talking about in the question. That's the one they're talking about in the question. So it doesn't matter about that. All that matters is the meaning that you come up with for yourself.
What do you mean that's the one they're talking about in the question?
Well,
so the question is, what is the purpose of someone's life? As an individual, what is the purpose of your life?
Just because you can't ascertain some kind of fundamental but deeper, meaning that is you're actually detaching it from the question there, and because you are the fundamental of that question.
Right. I agree, which brings us back to the point of there's no external source of the question or of purpose. We can identify.
But I'm not talking.
It's like saying, "Hey, what do you want for dinner?"
Listen. What I'm saying is this: I have relative absolutism via interlinking frameworks that are consistent with each other and or consistent within a meta framework of understanding that there are these interlinking frameworks, each of which links back to intentionality via the agency expressed in a given piece of data or via the utility expressed in a given piece of data, and that intentionality is framed either through my own intentionality, the intentionality of others. Now, this allows for relative pitch, okay? So if you imagine it in terms of a metaphor of music, it allows for me to know that a perfect fifth of the perfect fifth is correctly a perfect fifth without knowing what the beginning note is or the end note, okay? What I'm saying is in music, there's 440A. That the lack of that 440A in terms of ontology is an evident void that demands addressing. I'm not saying I have an answer to the question. I'm saying I have an answer to helping us to define the question, and that is why. My warrant's been clearly stated. Right now, you're just being persnickety. Do you have anything to say about this?
I think I just think that it was over my head, to be honest with you. But I suspect it was somewhat fallacious.
Why? If it was,
Because it's,
in the first
it's
sentence, it was
it's
over your head,
extremely-
and the second sentence critique
let me
it on
explain.
fallaciousness
Yeah,
of reasoning.
Let me explain. Yeah, well, because to be honest with you, it was too complicated, and I never saw I never saw its relevance to the question, because the question of, when it comes to the specific question of, what's the meaning of your life, that is just as simple as, what do you want for dinner?
Right.
Okay, now let me tell you what you just did. You answered that the reason you're critiquing it is because it was too complicated and you never saw the relevance, and then you equated it to something entirely different as though it were profound. However, none of that shit addresses anything I said.
And
Well,
whether or not it's a reasonable question, it's something that people ask. So
my point is, I'm trying to discuss what it means to ask these questions, what people mean by it, and why they feel a need to ask these sort of questions. Why these questions exist? Do you dispute the existent nature of these questions?
Well, but that's not the question, though, is it? You're just asking another question and saying, "Oh, why don't you answer this other question that I've got instead?"
No, I'm saying if we're going to do argumentation, as you're attempting to do very ham-fistedly, that requires you to pin down on things, and I'll pin down as well. So I'm asking you a question to pin your position down.
Well, frankly, I just don't think you've done a good enough job at explaining to anyone other than perhaps yourself.
Okay, but how do you know if I did a good enough job to explain to other people?
I don't get what the fuck you're talking about. So if you can explain it again, that'd be awesome. I don't get it.
Taylor, can you chime in here, please?
Okay, so people frequently ask or search for what their purpose is, what the meaning of their life is, why they're here, and what they're doing. That's why there's religion. That's why there's self-help book. I mean, like, it's a very common thing to observe people looking for purpose and meaning in their life externally, outside of themselves. Some purpose other than, well, I want to feel good, which is like basically my purpose. But
okay. And so the topic of this video is to discuss what it means to ask that question and what further information can we glean about why that question is asked and so forth, right? So my position on it has been stated as simply that all the various varieties of those questions are motivated by this singular exception to what's a broad rule regarding intentionality, that humans frame things by intentionality. For example, in this dispute here, I am hearing your arguments and I'm responding to them based in a general frame of your positioning the opposition to what I'm saying, and also through the general frame of well, he's making these arguments not actually because he's disputing what I'm saying, or not actually because he disagrees with it. It's probably a dance of dominance thing. So I'm framing it through that right there too, And then additionally, why am I saying all this shit? Well, my own intentionality probably to manage perceptions, and also my genuine intentionality to try to explain what I mean. So what I'm saying is that our actions and the actions of others, objects in the world, and events are framed through intentionality almost without exception. There's one exception I can think of, which is ontology itself. I can understand how my body is causally accomplished via sexual intercourse with my parents, but I can't explain in any meaningful sense why my ontology exists. You might say, as a process, my ontology doesn't really exist. It makes existence as it proceeds through time, but you didn't make that argument, so I don't know what your response actually is to what I'm saying. Except that you were complaining about somehow, well, no matter what it is, Eric, somehow you fucked up. You framed it poorly, or it's too complicated, or you failed to convince me of its relevance without any reasoning as to why it's not actually relevant, or something like that,
You were also complaining about my point that I made, and so
but I was right to complain because your point was bullshit and mine was well thought out. That's the difference.
Jesus.
Can I start a new video? Welcome to Talking with Famous People. This video is
sure.
And how it escalates.
Wait, let me stop the old one and start the new one. Hold on. Thanks for watching.
Are you serious, Taylor?
All right, here you go. Taylor, go.
Hi, welcome to Talking with Famous People. I'm host Taylor, and we were discussing several different things and trying to mash them into the same argument. But I think that really what we can all gather today is that butt hurt is a real thing, and it really happens for really stupid reasons. Now, dude, your phone is causing me some. I'm getting butt hurt about that ringtone.
I'm sorry.
Butt hurt, dude.
You're
Kato,
sorry
what
to kill yourself.
butt hurt?
What was that?
What do you
Butt
think?
hurt. Well,
What's the
shit,
fastest way to get someone butt hurt? Do you think?
Oh, the fastest way to get someone's butt hurt is to say, butt hurt, dude. Your butt hurt, dude. Dude, you're just butt hurt, dude. Dude, butt hurt, dude. Butt hurt.
Is that universally true? Do you think? Can you apply that to all genders, nationalities, sexual persuasions?
Yes, I believe so. There's
What type?
empirical evidence of this.
What type do you think is most prone to butt hurt?
Most prone to butt hurt is probably
Irish INFJs.
INFPs. I agree. INFPs are certainly far more prone to butt hurt than other types.
I think
ENTPs are too, though, actually.
I think an STJ would be awesome to butt hurt because they have a very clear, rigid structure of how things should be. And if you just throw that in there, it's just totally random. They're going to be like, what the fuck are you doing?
No.
But their feelings are too low in the stack. ESTJ's feelings fourth, ISTJ's third.
Yeah, but you're also throwing chaos in there for no reason, and that's what they're going to get mad at.
Eric, you were saying something about ENTPs getting butt hurt, and you look like you've got some hurt on your butt yourself. Do you have anything to say?
Oh, yeah, I've been butt hurt before. I've experienced a little butt hurt here and again.
You're butt hurt now, dude. He's butt hurt, dude. Butt hurt, dude.
You know what the best way to counter butt hurt if you actually are butt hurt? Now, in this case, I'm not, but if I were, the best way to counter is to say, yeah, I am butt hurt. I'm more than butt hurt. I'm vagina hurt. I'm penis hurt. I'm my entire body hurt, okay? Why? Because you supposed friend, have been a complete fucking asshole. And then start crying. That's how you counter butt hurt accusations.
I don't think that that's actually a win. I think that that's just self-destruction.
Confirmed.
I think that you still lose and everyone loses.
No.
Falcon.
Fuck no, you don't lose. You just say, you'd be like, don't give them anything they have any possible means already of knowing how to respond to. Do something crazy. Pee your pants or something.
Okay.
Then you'll win for sure.
We only have a few minutes to talk about butt hurt before I have to go get my daughter because the daycare gets butt hurt if I'm not there by 5:30 and they charge me a fine. Now,
pee your pants.
Falcon.
I already gave you the solution.
I'm going to pee on you. Falcon, Irish Falcon, you have butt hurt. Talk about it. Go.
Well, we get ointment on the NHS here for that, so I don't have a problem.
So you're saying that Obama's program would have improved everyone's butt hurts. Do you think that he was coming from a place of butt hurt when he proposed the Affordable Care Act?
Yeah, well, the whole left wing is butthurt. That's the butthurt party. That's what it's about. It's about going, oh no, we've got a problem.
I'm glad you pointed that out. I'd also like to point out that Michelle Obama seems to have a penis, and she probably hurts Barack's butt a lot.
Yeah.
Now, I've got to go in 2 minutes, but does anyone else have any thoughts, feelings, or hurts on butt hurt they'd like to get out? Ken, I know that you've had a little bit of an emo streak lately. Anything on your butt?
It's consistently hurt 24 hours a day.
What's hurting it?
Existence.
Deep. That is deep. I bet he's cutting checks into his arm right now.
I'll send you some ointment.
I want to chime in real quick. Butt hurt correlates for me with silent treatment. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm just not going to say anything. I'm just going to sit right here.
I think you're confusing the butt hurt from that. That's not butt hurt. That's fury.
Well, for me, I'll start with, look, if I want to accuse somebody that something's wrong, all I have to do is not be talking for 5 seconds.
I still think you're confusing.
Oh my God, Eric, are you okay?
Which is a self-reflective, sulky sort of existence with rage, which causes violence.
Okay, well, deep rage for me expresses as extreme flatness.
Okay, well
whereas hurt quiet is more like I make a little
Before, just to get in front of something that may or may not happen, I would like to say that is not an ENTP thing. So if he says it's an ENTP thing, it's discounted beforehand.
If you get there when you're an ENTP, it means you've developed your FI.
He said having 7-slot FI.
I'm pretty
You got to develop it a little bit.
Okay,
moist.
I got to get my daughter. We'll have plenty more butt hurt on this channel. It'll never go away. Thanks.
Butt hurt. Wubba lubba dub dub.
And
that was fun.
Stop. There. Good. Perfect. That was fun. Stop. Very good. Perfect. I'll upload it right now.
Okay, I got to get my daughter. Bye. Kato, keep telling her.
Hi, sir.
It's starting to get old.
What happened?
I don't think you have to worry about Kato retaining that. Or that
Wait. Susanna, it's getting old?
Yeah.
Is it because your butt hurt, dude? Dude, it's because of your butt, dude. Susanna's butt hurt, dude.
So butter.
Oh, Kato. Now look.
Kato, you look like a California raisin.
Do you know what I don't like about those kind of arguments in general? Well, they are counter discourse, right? They're saying if you talk about it more, then you're just displaying the quality that I'm accusing you of.
Yeah, but the problem is, Eric, we had one of those right before you came in, so it was like already kind of burning.
One of what? A butt hurting?
Yeah, Sean was butt hurt.
Yeah, what happened was that Sue said that the Vikings were off the tits on mushrooms when they were doing the pillaging and raping, and I said I don't believe you, and she got butthurt.
No, that was not what
Couldn't
happened.
provide the evidence. It was though. If you look back, you will find.
I
Okay,
will.
hey, listen. Did somebody insult the fjords? You can be honest.
No.
Because that would explain it. If somebody's been insulting the fjords, we consider that hate speech around here.
The fjords are still safe.
Kestrel was
The
talking
fjords
about,
are sacred.
Kestrel was talking about how he's gonna bird shit to the fjords. That's what caused it.
There you go. Well, I don't know. I wasn't here for your earlier hurt feelings thing. I've gotten hurt feelings plenty of times around here. Not so much around here. A couple times. But in other contexts, sure. It kind of goes with the territory. If you're gonna mix it up, you're gonna get some hurt feelings kids. The thing is, also, I noticed ENTPs in particular, tend to be either work with you or work against you depending on their mood. And they're not aware that it's a mood thing themselves, usually. They just think, well, I'm just acting like this because you're unusually wrong. But it could be the same wrongness as yesterday, and you would have been totally cheerful about it, just because your mood was different. I've discovered that about myself, anyway.
That's true.
I can typically tell when like ENTPs are feeling extra moist because they suddenly care an extra amount about how stupid moisture is. Or they talk an extra amount about how much they don't like it and how not useful it is. And I'm like, are you doing okay? Do you need something?
I did that.
It literally exhausts me. It doesn't even matter what the strong emotion is. If I have a strong emotion, I'm going to cry, whether it's happiness or sadness or anything else, or a sense of like shit falling together or whatever. And then no matter how much speed I'm on, I'll need to go to bed right then. I was like, I'm exhausted. I literally, my consciousness, my being cannot handle strong emotions for very long. Except for anger. I can handle anger fine. But it's not real anger. I can't handle real anger at all. I can handle debate anger. Debate anger turns on and off pretty quick. Real anger is like in the hurt feelings category.
Something interesting happened today.
What's that?
A new person came in, and we were trying to have a conversation, and she said, "Oh, I have this list of topics and questions I have to talk with new people." It was just questions. So a new person came in with a list of questions, asking the room, and we asked her back. She came ready.
That's
with
interesting.
That's pretty cool.
That's great. I like the fact she came in to use it in an unexpected fashion. Like
What
that.
was funny is she wasn't technically a new person because apparently she's been a subscriber since like number 500, but she's an introvert, maybe INFP, maybe INTP, and she's been lurking this entire time.
Yeah, but if you go back and watch Raw, you can see what she is.
You think she's INFP?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can
And
you?
especially
can
two
you-
questions.
How long is the time? How long is the video that she does? How long of the video does she do that stuff for? Is it worth publishing?
I don't think that would be fair because she's 16 and I didn't want to get into it because she was so invested, you know? She wants to be INTP. She didn't ask to get typed, it just happened because she brought the questions. And it was her first time here, so I don't think that would be
Okay,
fair.
fine. Yeah, I don't care. That's fine. Whatever you think's best. I have no opinion about
Not without talking with her again first, at least.
it. Okay.
But it would be an interesting video, I think. That's the one thing she did. I think I'll find it and show it to you because you can see exactly what she did and it's interesting.
Sorry. How does Kodo, can we start a video now on how to keep a woman for host Kodo? Am I supposed to hit her?
I was about to say you probably shouldn't realize your dream of smacking her in the back of the head while you're doing it.
I would like some insight from talking with famous people.
About what?
How to keep a woman? How host
Don't be
Kodo
an
can keep a
asshole.
woman? Don't be an asshole. I've been told otherwise. I've been told you just gotta punch him in the back of the head.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb.
Right in the middle of sex, you just wind back and just.
I tend to think that the Kathy Bates maneuver always works well. From Misery, just break their kneecaps. They can't leave.
Yeah. Or just,
Although she did get killed with a metal pig at the end of it, so maybe that's not a paragon of happy endings.
Metal pig?
Yeah, it was like a figurine of a pig, but it was made out of iron.
Oh, and then they like roast her in that motherfucker?
No, the dude beat her to death with it. As I said, not a paragon of
Oh.
happy endings.
Oh, yeah. She was pretty butthurt about that, I guess. Yeah. So, does your boyfriend periodically, ignore you for 4 days at a time, Susanna?
No.
Does that pique your interest after that?
What the fuck? Who does that?
Oh. I don't know.
Pique my interest. What? He kinda lives here, you know?
Oh. Did he ever threaten to leave you?
No? But what's your theory there?
Huh?
What's your theory behind that thought?
Oh, nothing. I just want to know, man.
That came from somewhere.
Nervous chewing.
Huh?
Huh?
It came from pickup artist videos online. I just want to be a PUA.
Here soon, he's gonna be referring to women as pulls.
But that's like not a relationship.
Huh?
It's kind of late to start trying things like that when you're already in a relationship.
Nah,
it's
man, fuck
weird.
that, dude. Nah, dude. You just gotta punch him in the back of the head and ignore him for 5 days. Don't text him back for 5 days.
You know what? Do exactly that, Koto.
That's what you gotta do, man. I'm just listening to the YouTube videos, man. They're experts, man.
Yeah, but do exactly that and see what happens.
That's how you build a rapport, dude.
That's
Kato,
how
this
you
fucking
fucking
stupid. You know what you could do instead, Kato?
What?
Try being actually honest with people.
Or I could just wean myself onto cock. Could do that, host there.
Yeah, well, you could do that. And that's the thing. You're never going to have a good relationship with anybody until you acknowledge that you're doing something for emotional, spiritual purposes rather than as like a drug. If you treat women like a drug, then you're gonna have an unhealthy relationship with them.
I thought that's what they are.
They're not, though.
Mm-hmm.
They're individual human beings, and as an individual human being, you should look to find a real connection with another individual human being, and in my opinion, try to make that connection pay off, which means a certain amount of commitment. However, if you instead go through the world having gratification from these individuals and taking from them what you want and disrupting their individual beings in the process in ways that don't first and foremost have mutual benefit as a prerequisite, then I mean, you're doing damage for the rest of us decent people to clean up.
Okay, let's put it this way. If you are not adding value and you're doing something that's causing damage, at some point the person will realize that it's not a gain. Why keep you around?
He's a good FI right here, which I do not have too much of, and I would just like to combat with
From any humor, well, just chill out. No big deal. Nobody's condemning you. I'm just saying we have a tendency to be careless in different ways. I'm careless in my own ways. I'm careless of people's feelings in terms of my own kinds of asserting dominance. I feel I've always felt particularly sensitive about this regarding women and sex stuff, and so understand that I'm no more a saint than you are, just in different ways, perhaps. That I'm unacceptably inconsiderate of the emotional well-being of others and their sense of self, and how the extent to which a sentence or two or a few ill-advised actions or whatever can implant in a person's identity, and they can build nodes of illness around them. It's like an object under your skin that forms a pustule. The older I get, the more careful I realize it's important to be, because the older I get, the more in touch I am with my own feelings, and I recognize that that metaphysical harms done have often lasting impact well beyond the lasting impact of any physical harms. So I'm trying to be in general a little bit more careful with what I say sometimes. But then it depends on my mood. And I'll fly off and make that ESP video, right? Just because I felt like it. I don't know why. I don't actually have anything against ESTPs. It just seems funny.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I kind of have something against some of them. They're kind of pointless, but, you know. I mean, fuck ESTPs, but still, my message still stands.
Oh yeah, you said earlier today you wanted to talk to Anthony here for 10 minutes.
I don't think he's an ESTP. Are you an ESTP, Anthony?
I don't know. That's why I asked you.
Right. Because I'm an expert, Susie. Did you forget?
No.
Eric likes to ask questions like the tests. He's like, okay, now in 40 different questions, tell us what your personality type is.
Right. Anthony, if you had to have a job at the box factory, okay, you're applying at the box factory. They said, "Good news, Anthony. We've reviewed your resume. We like you so much. You can have any of the jobs that are available here at the box factory. You can either be a thing that sits in the box and gets carried around in boxes. You could be the person who goes out and finds things to put in boxes. You could be the person who makes sure the right thing gets put in the right box. You could be the person who designs the boxes. You could be the person who figures out how to combine boxes into one bigger box. Or you could be the supervisor of everybody else. Who's echoing?
It's Anthony.
I'm echoing?
Yep.
There, wait, let me...
All right, so now you talk, because you have to answer the question now. It's over. The question's over.
Designing the boxes, probably.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. What's more important? Follow through or double checking?
I think follow through is more important. Yeah.
Which gives you more difficulty?
Which gives me more difficulty? Double checking, probably. Or no, wait. Follow through or double checking?
Like,
What
you
do you
gotta
mean?
follow through on something, or you gotta make sure something's done. You've gotten it all thought out and figured out. Which is more important? Which gives you more trouble? You're more likely to hum and haw and deliberate on something too long, or you're more likely to be impulsive and do something and then regret it later because you realize, oh, I didn't think that through enough.
In like real life situations, I tend to get myself into problems, like because I don't double check enough. I think that everything's gonna go out like all rosy in my head, and then I act, and something bad happens.
Give me an example of an action.
Like coming into school with drugs, trying not to hide it, thinking that everything's gonna go rosy, and then getting popped and getting caught. Almost. Yeah.
Okay. Did the reason you think everything was going to be fine, was it based on, what was it based on? Why did you think everything was going to be fine?
I thought I'd be able to find a way just to make it fine. Like I'd be able to hide them well enough.
Where did you try to hide them?
My backpack, lockers, giving it to other people.
Where did they find them?
Well,
Don't talk about this shit online, dude. On YouTube.
Yeah, probably.
What difference
Don't
does it
talk
make?
about this shit online. Huh?
Yes, already said it. But I have one question. In regards to where you hid it, what was I can't even talk. Okay, muting you. What was your process on how it would function in other people's head? Like, why did you hide it the way you did? What was your reasoning?
I just thought that other people wouldn't really care. Like, I thought that it wouldn't necessarily be a huge problem in their heads. Like, it wouldn't be the first thing that they're thinking. So I would be fine.
Why would they not care?
Because it wouldn't
What
be
was
the
your
first thing
thinking
that
about
not that they wouldn't care, but it wouldn't be the first thing that they're thinking, probably. Like, unless they like smelled it or something. I mean,
Okay, so they wouldn't have any reason to assume you have them and search you.
yeah.
Okay. Did you think at all about what you do if they did catch you?
No, I didn't think about that actually.
What do you think makes something morally right or wrong?
What? Morally right or wrong?
You need to refresh. You gotta refresh.
Me? I gotta refresh.
Yeah.
I'll refresh.
Wait, now you're good. Oh,
God dang, boy! I tell you what, now that was terrible.
that's worse than when I have a robotic voice.
Anyhow, boy, I tell you what now. You gotta keep your woman in line here. What are you gonna do? You gonna choke her out or you gonna punch her?
Fuck off, Cotto.
So what do you think, Anthony? What makes something moral or immoral?
Oh boy. Huh. What makes something moral or immoral? Whether or not it's actually like I don't know, I've never thought about that.
Do you make any kind of art or media of any sort?
I DJ.
Okay. Well, what do you think makes sometimes when you're DJing, it's better than others, right? What you do.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're more successful than others, correct?
Yeah.
Do you have an artistic metric for your own success, or is it purely based on the response of the crowd?
The response of the crowd.
What if you have no crowd? Do you think that you could do a better or worse job at any given moment make DJing? Or is it not possible to do a good job or a bad job when there's no crowd?
I think it's depending on like the technique, I guess, and whether my own music I made makes like it gives me an intense feeling, I guess. It's just kind of like a feeling, like you'd know.
Okay, so when you're making music DJing, do you sometimes say to yourself things like, no, not that, because I did something too much like that before?
No.
Do you have a clear vision of what you want it to sound like before you make it, or do you sort of discover what it sounds like as you make it?
Discover.
Okay. What makes you think you're extroverted?
I get bored when I'm alone. I don't even have to be talking to people. I just like the stimulation of being around people, like to talk to and do things with. I don't feel the need to necessarily recharge my batteries. I mean, I get tired, but I'm pretty much down for anything at any time.
What do you think the meaning of life is?
I don't think there probably is one.
Is it better to break a few eggs to make an omelet, or is it better to withhold using the eggs until you're sure what you're gonna do with them?
Well, in my own real life experiences, I tend to break the eggs before figuring out what I want to do with them.
How likely are you to go out and realize later, oh shit, it's too cold, I should have brought a jacket?
How likely am I going to do what? Sorry.
How likely are you at some point in an evening you go out, you realize, damn, it's cold. I should have brought a jacket. I should have realized it was going to be too cold later. I should have brought a jacket, but I forgot one. How often does that happen?